Hey guys, how is everyone? Today I have to say I am channeling some extremely jittery energy. Like there is something in the collective going on that has people in a really low vibrational state, that they're really anxious, they are kind of feeling self-doubt and just not being able to take life by the horns and do what they need to do. So I've been running a special all day, and I started picking up on this energy, I would say probably around maybe 3-4 o'clock, and it has not left since. So I think we will utilize today's YouTube reading time to kind of take a peek into this and see what's going on. It's a very nebulous reason that, I'm not really able to pick up on what is triggering this. So I'm hoping we can get some clarity on that through this reading. And forgive all these message cards laying out around here. I still have clients that are purchasing different readings and things like that I was doing. So I just finished that for the day, and I'm starting this now. So if you are new here, welcome. It's always so nice to see new faces and to see my beautiful Twin Flame Soul Tribe expanding and welcoming more people in with open arms. You can set your intentions for this reading as I shuffle the cards. You can do that by saying it out loud, leaving it in the comment box, or just saying it in your mind, whatever feels best for you. And also be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. By taking these two actions, you are actually virtually transmitting your energy to me, and I'm able to pick up on that a little bit easier. I do tend to channel some hyper-specific as well as general collective messages. So if you would like more specific messages or readings for you and your situation, by taking these two actions, I'm able to pick up on your energy a little bit clearer, and you're also signaling to Spirit that you are here, open and willing, available to receive whatever messages or guidance may come through in these readings. And even if you're not new here, double check and make sure that you are subscribed to this channel for the same reasons, and be sure to like these videos. You can follow me on Instagram. That is where I run all my card pull specials, mini reading specials, energy check-ins. I post readings daily over there as well for the collective. And I'm also on TikTok. So whenever I do a video style short reading, it goes on TikTok first and then it goes to Instagram later. So be sure to follow me on those two social media platforms as well. I will leave my IDs in the video description box, or if I forget to put it there, I'll put it in the pinned comment under this video. So you can look for it in both places. So without further ado, let's take a peek into what is going on. Why is there such a low vibrational state in the collective? Why is there so much jittery energy? And today I'm actually starting by using my Witch's Oracle, which is one of the newer decks that came in. And it's very similar to the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, if I can speak today, not terror. So I think you guys might enjoy some of these images if you're not familiar with this deck already. Okay, so the first thing that I see is Knight of Swords, which to me speaks to, air sign energy, like high speed, wanting to, okay, that's too many cards, wanting to take action and do it fast, like there's no patience in that, in the energy in that card. And I also see that the horse is looking as though It is taking quite a significant leap, which could also be, you know, like a cause of anxiety. Can you imagine like riding on a horse that, you know, starts to, it looks almost like fly through the air. So there's something wanting to come in or something that is happening at lightning speed here. Let's see if we can figure that out. So the Death card, and notice how similar these two look, you guys. But the horses are facing different directions, and of course these cards have very different meanings. This indicates to me an end of a cycle. So that could mean that a tower moment has taken place for someone in the collective, and I am sensing that this could very strongly be a divine masculine energy that this tower moment is taking place for. And also, if you're new here, just to reiterate, or even if you're not and you've just forgotten, divine masculine and divine feminine are simply energies that I'm referring to. I do use pronouns like he, she, him, her to reference these energies, divine masculine and divine feminine. However, this has nothing to do with biological gender. So you could be biologically a female and resonate with a divine masculine energy reading, and vice versa, completely normal. Happens all the time, actually. So something wanting to come in very fast after the end of a cycle, or maybe this cycle is still in the process of ending. And then we have the Temperance card, so balance. This is very synchronistic because at the speed that whatever it is that wants to come in, they're seeking balance also, because with this speed, the energy, it makes sense, would be very, very imbalanced here. And for some reason, I'm being very, very drawn to the color of the wings and the rainbow here. So if this color and if rainbows have any significance in your connection, then it is possible that it's your energy that I'm picking up on, and this reading could be for you. The next card that came out is the High Priest, which in the traditional tarot is the Hierophant. So this is signaling to me that a divine masculine is very, very quickly, and I say quickly because of this card here, getting in touch with his intuition. I feel that his crown chakra is opening. I do feel strong energy vibrations as I'm channeling this information on my own crown chakra, so that is confirmation that this divine masculine whose energy I'm picking up on is becoming more intuitive. He is learning to see beyond what his 3D eyes can see. And I'm also seeing the symbols of these two keys here that are also looking somewhat like musical instruments. So this divine masculine might be a music writer or a musician, or having something to do with music. That could be resonating for somebody here. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense, you guys. With the Death card, we said that this is an end of a cycle, and it seems that this cycle has ended due to some form of stabbing in the back, or disloyalty from someone who may have been trusted, or some kind of a karmic situation that this divine masculine feels stabbed in the back about. And this is making him want to move forward with full force toward his divine feminine, but because he does not want to sabotage this relationship ever again or bring any uncertainties into it whatsoever, he realizes that he needs to find his temperance or his balance. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups, which is you, divine feminine. This is the future energy of, what your connection is going to look like. You are the Queen of Cups in this connection to this divine masculine. Let's see what else comes through here. What else do we need to know? And I'm noticing that the cards are shuffling in kind of a tangled way where, you know, the cards are like shoving themselves in between other random cards when I'm moving the top deck. So that is also indicative of how this energy is moving. It's kind of like I just heard tangled web. So that could be a message for somebody if they're feeling like, or if this divine masculine or this divine feminine, either party could be feeling like this connection has been a tangled web. Perhaps there have been lies or deceit or some form of some action that caused trust to break. And that is indicative of the energy, the way these cards are shuffling. So the next card that came out is the Page of Cups. So now we see where the Balance card, this Temperance card, really fits in. So as we said earlier, this divine masculine is trying very hard to find his balance because you, divine feminine, are coming in as the Queen of Cups, and he's coming in as the immature Page of Cups. So there is definitely a disparity in either maturity level or a level of financial status or socioeconomic status, level of education. Perhaps there's an age gap here, or maybe it's all of the above. If these messages are resonating for you, you'll know how this is resonating for you, because do bear in mind this is a collective reading. So let's see what else comes through here. So I feel the strong sense of anxiety. I feel like this divine masculine who I'm channeling has a really difficult time functioning outside of a relationship. So I feel like he is somebody who may need a relationship to feel that he is functioning. The Eight of Wands came out here, guys. So this is a very future energy type of card, but the good news is this is very near future energy type of card, where I just heard Spirit say all your hard work is paying off. So this card is letting you know that whatever this goal is that this Knight of Swords is trying to speedily race towards is going to be fruitful, and the hard work that you both are putting in, because this type of connection especially is never one-sided, that hard work is going to pay off, and it's going to be beautiful. I'm being very drawn to, whoops, if I can keep my deck in my hand, I'm being very drawn to the blossoms that are on these wands here. So I feel like, you know, these all were buds for a very, very long time, and now finally I just heard spring has come. So spring has come. Finally, all these buds are now blossoming. All the hard work, all the labor that you have put in to this reunion, to your ascension process, to doing your inner work, is now about to blossom, and you will reap the fruits of that labor. Let's see what else comes through here. Queen of Swords. Okay, so your divine masculine definitely has an understanding that you will still have your guard up when this reunion first takes place because of the way things ended in the past. But with this, I'm also picking up a third-party energy that is not happy about the fact that the karmic cycle with this divine masculine has ended. I'm feeling like this third party was definitely manipulative. I'm feeling like it was a relationship of convenience for this third party, that she felt that for whatever reason, having this divine masculine by her side would just make her life easier or better in some way. And not that she truly, genuinely was in love with this person, but just there was a strong attachment there that may have been more for a selfish reason than for any genuine depth of feeling. Not to say that there was no feeling there, but there was definitely more of an ulterior motive than genuine feelings in this third-party connection. Let's see if we can get some more information on that. Three of Wands. Okay, so the Divine Masculine here is definitely already just closed that chapter of his life, and he is looking at the world ahead of him. He is looking at the vast shores that are across the sea from him, and he can see it. The land on the other side is well within view for him. And look at the blossoms on those wands that he's wanting to take over to the other side. He's wanting to cross over. He just doesn't have... The boats are still kind of far away from him, and he's not at a place where he can just hop on board and take a boat across. But he does see that there are boats there. They are available. He just doesn't... He is not at the right place to board them yet. But he is bringing in these blossoming, fragrant, beautiful new beginnings to this twin flame connection that I'm channeling here. Let's see, what else do we need to know? What else can come through here? So there's definitely some stuck energy that I can feel, and that's very synchronistic with what I just channeled about the Divine Masculine wanting to catch that boat and go over to the other side, but just not being in the right place to do that. So it could be, I'm strongly feeling there is the element of divine timing here, because this is a divinely guided connection, and I'm feeling that divine timing is truly playing a big role so that nothing happens before the appropriate time, so that everything can properly fall into place. Notice this card came out in a sideways position, which I always associate with stuck energy. And let's see which direction. Yeah, so okay, Ace of Cups, you guys. New beginnings, and new beginnings in love. Strong, strong water sign energy here. So we had fire sign energy, or sorry, air sign energy at the beginning of this reading, and then we have water sign energy here. So both of these counterparts could have some water sign and air sign energies. I don't know why I keep saying fire. Maybe that has some... I don't believe there are ever any coincidences in this universe. So the fact that fire sign keeps coming out for me, which that's true, there is some fire sign energy here as well, because the suit of wands is associated with fire sign energy. So water, air, and fire sign energies could be anywhere in these counterparts' birth charts, sun, moon, or rising. But the fact that this Ace of Cups came out this way, and this rather than this way, tells me that this energy is currently stuck due to some pending karmic debts that these counterparts still have to pay off. So I'm feeling that although energetic union is closer than these two think, than they realize, I'm feeling like physical 3D union may not be as close just yet, but I feel like there is that element of, like I said earlier, divine timing, but also some form of spiritual guidance. So one or both of these counterparts could be talking to spiritualists, could be getting guidance on their connections, on how to ascend, clear the heart chakra, and other blocks to their physical 3D reunion. So it's very clear in this reading that both parties are definitely desiring this reunion and are feeling like they're ready for it on some level, but there's also some level that is very, very anxious within them about this reunion. And I'm really being drawn to these water lilies over here, and Notice that you can only see part of this one, whereas the whole water lily here is visible. So I'm feeling like this partly visible water lily on the right hand side corner, my right hand side, is representative of the divine masculine, whose crown chakra is still opening, and he's only partly visible, you know, or only not visible, that's not the word I'm looking for. He's only partly able to intuitively see what he needs to see, whereas over here this divine feminine is definitely very, very awake. Her crown chakra is definitely open. She's intuitive, she's perceptive, and she's also receptive to the energies around her and more accepting, as it looks like, you know, the water from this chalice is just pouring right into this water lily right here, or very close to it. But this water lily is just very open and receptive to whatever pours into her, which divine guidance for me, that speaks to divine guidance being poured into her. Whereas this divine masculine, because he isn't fully intuitively aware yet, he's still kind of far away from being able to take advantage of this divine guidance that is being poured out. He just needs to move toward it. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Five of Swords. So there's definitely some internal struggle still taking place here. You know, within the divine masculine, I feel like there is a juggling energy, and I feel like that juggling is between his 3D ego mind and his soul's deepest desires of, you know, what he wants to manifest, and there's the fear of manifesting what he wants to manifest. And there's also a confusion energy about how to manifest what he wants to manifest. Three of those energies that are coming through here. Five of Wands, yes, very synchronistic. Wow. And look at the imagery on this card, you guys. There's dragons and all these beautiful mythical creatures on it. But this divine masculine is definitely, I feel like, fighting off third-party energies. This does not have to be necessarily in a romantic relationship sense. The third-party energy could be family, could be, you know, anything else that might be standing in the way of reunion, that might be trying to discourage him from taking the path that he desires to take. But he is fighting this. He is fighting this very, very strongly, because I just heard, I'm not giving up. So this divine masculine is very, very aware that this connection, this twin flame path relationship, is worth the fight. And I just heard at any cost. So he doesn't care what it's going to cost him to manifest this connection back into his physical 3D life. He's going to keep fighting for it no matter what it takes. These are some powerful and really nice messages, you guys. I hope this reaches whoever it is meant for. Let's see what else comes through here. This is my first time using this deck in a YouTube reading, because this just arrived about, I think, 3 days ago, 4 days ago-ish. But I'm really liking it, and I like the feel of it too. It's very light. Seven of Wands. Yes. So more battles, and these are more representative of the internal battles and blocks that this divine masculine is having to clear before he can manifest reunion. So this could be, I heard, inner childhood wounds, so things that are stemming from his inner child. Could be, you know, blocks within the energy body, within the chakra centers, that are keeping his manifestations a little bit blocked right now. But notice that the wand that is in this divine masculine's hand is the one with the most amount of blossoms. So this, and look at how light the color is compared to how dark all of these other wands in the image are. And that speaks a lot to the fact that this divine masculine is now entering more fully into his divine masculine light and power. And he has already got a lot working in his favor, as symbolized by these blossoms. So this is just something, another level of soul lesson is what it's feeling like to me, that he has to go through before he can achieve the goal that he's after. So let's see what other messages come through here. If these messages are resonating with you, if this is for your connection and it's your energy that I'm channeling, definitely leave me a comment and let me know. I love to know whose energy that I'm picking up on. All right, we have 2 cards here. Queen of Cups came out again and in the upright position. So yes, this battle is all for reunion with you, Divine Feminine. This is what he's fighting for. This is, I heard this, you are the meaning to my life. So this connection and you, Divine Feminine, give meaning to this Divine Masculine's life. You are the reason that he finds his existence fruitful, and that is an extremely powerful message. And over here, the Page of Swords came out, but it is in the reverse position. So I just heard a good news delayed. This doesn't mean that it's not coming in. It's just not coming in as soon as you would have liked. So keep your heart open, clear the blocks in your heart chakra. And I just heard divinely delayed. So this is good news that is coming in, but it's just divine timing again at work here. So do keep an open mind when it comes to things like that, because it is always happening for your highest good. I'm going to pull just 1 or 2 more cards from the tarot, and then we'll move to another deck. Knight of Pentacles, yes. How synchronistic, you guys. So as the Divine Masculine is fighting his 3D external battles and 5D internal battles, he is slowly stepping into the Knight of Pentacles mode from the Knight of Swords. This is the, imbalanced, like extremely fast, don't think, just kind of rush into it energy, to a very slow moving, logical, planned out energy, and something that will bring value and worth to the connection. So Knight of Pentacles is known to be very slow moving, which again is synchronistic with this good news delayed card because of the fact that it's moving so dang slow. But you're being guided here to really just keep your patience, because what comes in will be of so much more value to you than if something like this comes in just too quickly. So it'll be worth the wait. I think that's just the biggest message I can give you. It'll be worth the wait. When it comes in, it's going to be a pentacle rather than a sword. So it's going to have so much more value for you and your connection. So I'm just going to pick up these cards here, and we will move on to another deck. We will see what the Moonology deck has to say as far as the energies of both parties in this connection. What does the connection energy look like is what the question is here. So what does the connection energy look like for these twin flame counterparts? Cards are just jumping out here. Ooh. All right, well, bring love into the situation, yes. So as you wait, Divine Feminine, be gentle with yourself. As you fight these battles, Divine Masculine, be easy with yourself. Both of you have struggles in your own ways in different aspects of this connection and of your life. So self-love here is truly going to be key. And I'm also being really drawn to the color purple. So if you are resonating with this reading, I'm being shown an amethyst geode and an amethyst like pendulum style crystal. So if you have access to amethyst crystals in any shape or form, whether it's jewelry or a geode or just a pocket stone, I would highly recommend keeping that on you to clear your energy. Amethyst is a wonderful starting crystal, and it's the one that is most commonly people's first crystal. So I definitely recommend it. It's gentle and it's easy to work with. It's beautiful, so you can wear it as a bracelet, you can wear it as a pendant, or just keep a tumbled stone in your pocket, keep a geode in your bedroom area or altar area if you have one. I highly, highly recommend. So expect powerful change. Yes, this card has actually been coming out quite a bit for collective readings. And as we know, we just closed the 2/22/22 portal on February 22nd, and we are in a giant reunion window that will last us through June of this year until the next one opens again in the fall. So it's through spring for now, and then the next one is in the fall. Powerful change is coming, and it's coming relatively quick. Now, remember, time is fluid, so what's quick in a 3D matrix sense may not be what divine timing considers quick. So even though in the 3D sense it may seem really long and drawn out and you're just tired of being patient and waiting, but in relative divine timing, that is actually considered pretty quick. So just keep an open mind, keep yourself open, keep ascending, keep working on you. It's time to take action, yes, and I just heard Spirit say action toward yourself. So whatever it takes for you to ascend further, whatever it takes for you to show yourself more self-love, definitely, goodness, as I'm channeling these energies, like speaking is becoming difficult, and that tells me that this divine masculine is also facing some mental struggles where he cannot formulate his thoughts in a coherent way. I feel like thoughts must be really swimming in his head and he cannot express himself. I really strongly feel there is difficulty in self-expression, which is why I'm having a hard time getting my words out when I am strongly channeling that energy. And I'm also being very drawn to this color around here. So citrine is another wonderful stone that you can use, a crystal, to clear your energy, to give you more self-confidence, and to keep you calm if you experience anxiety. So if these messages are resonating for you and you feel like that might be beneficial, I would recommend trying to work with those crystals. When you work with crystal energies, you guys always listen to your intuition too, because the crystal and you have to connect. If you don't feel connected to a particular crystal, then it's probably not for you. But if you go somewhere to where you can hold it in your hand, see it, experience it, and kind of get a sense of what type of vibration it's holding, you'll know whether or not you connect with that crystal intuitively. So use that as a guide to make your decisions. Okay, so next I'm going to go to the Starseed Oracle to see what other messages might come through here. The Starseed Oracle is really, really exceptional for guidance on a 3D physical self level. This is not just for the higher self, which is why I truly enjoy this deck, and I love to use it mostly just for the guidance that it provides. This is so well suited for twin flame connections as well, because many twin flames resonate with being a star seed. They resonate with, you know, kind of feeling like, yeah, they're in this world, but they're not of this world, and they have a sense of longing for a home that is more spiritually awakened and elevated than what they're experiencing in the 3D matrix. They just don't quite feel like they belong here. So this is a beautiful, powerful deck for guidance with that as well. Deep cellular healing is the first card that I saw. So yes, both parties, as they are clearing their karmic debts prior to reunion, they are also continuing to undergo deep levels of cellular healing, deep levels of healing in the energy body, in a psychological level, on an emotional level. So there is a lot that is still kind of in the works behind the scenes that you may not realize, which is why your reunion in the physical 3D is kind of being divinely delayed. However, energetic union, closer than you guys think, is way closer than you guys think, okay? So jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So look at that, you guys. If you recall me pointing to the Temperance card earlier from the tarot and saying if rainbows are significant for you in your connection, I'm also seeing rainbow patterns here, even though it's not in a rainbow, traditional rainbow shape. But there are definitely rainbow colors and patterns within this image, so that does show up again here. And these rainbows are definitely indicative of positive change. So if there is any type of change that you might have been resisting on any level, whether it's spiritual or 3D physical, it's time to look at what the consequences of those changes might be, and if they are, if you intuitively feel that they would be positive changes, but there's just things like anxiety, fear, uncertainty, you know, not being confident within yourself to make those changes or anything like that, then Spirit is definitely guiding you here that for those types of changes, just jump in and do it, because you have what it takes. You definitely, I heard glow up. So these changes are going to give you the opportunity to glow up in life, because I feel like they are going to pull out certain talents within you that have been hidden or dormant for so many years. And they're going to find their expression through this change, whatever that change may be, whether it's spiritual or grounded in the 3D matrix. You'll know how that resonates for you. This card also, you guys, comes out a lot during collective readings lately, especially for the past week. So this is definitely a strong collective energy. And this is also quite normal, because energies don't necessarily transmute every single day into something different. You know, energy is fluid, just like time is fluid. So it takes time to kind of flow into and transform into whatever it is meant to do. So this card is talking about soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. And this is so synchronistic with this card, you guys, with the jump in card. You have a fated life, you know, that this is if you just keep rolling with the punches and going with the flow and not really doing your thing, you know, by going out of the comfort zone, if you're not really pushing yourself and challenging yourself in some way, there is a fated life that you're just going to wind up in. But then you also have a destiny life. That is a strong possibility in this lifetime for you to manifest for yourself. There is a destiny that is also written for you in the stars if you choose to take the path that I just heard least traveled by, but that's going to resonate differently for different people. Like, if you choose to actually push yourself and go out of your comfort zone, I feel like there is a lot of good. And I just heard fame. So fame in some way, whether that's, you know, spiritual fame or actual fame in the 3D physical, where you're getting recognition, you know, and things like that. And public appreciation. But there is a fated life and a destiny life. So it's up to you which life you want to manifest for yourself. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Yes. So this card is definitely telling you to be unapologetically you. You are good enough. And this is very synchronistic with what we were talking about earlier, that, you know, give yourself the self-love. If you accept yourself first, everybody else is just going to have to fall into respecting you too, because you are the one that has to set the standard for how other people treat you, right? What you allow into your life and what you don't allow into your life. And don't worry about whether or not you're going to be accepted by people, because the ones who are of your soul tribe, the ones that are truly meant for you, will accept you for who you are. You are going to be, you know, vibrating at the same timeline or the same frequency in law of attraction speak here. And for those that don't, it's just the divine that is making them kind of fall away from your life, because those are not your people. And their presence will actually have no bearing on your life anyways. And those are probably not the people that would be there for you when you need them the most. So be unapologetically you. This is part of your ascension process as you are getting prepared for a physical 3D reunion. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So if you are being given ascension opportunities spiritually or in the physical 3D, whatever that is, the universe, spirit, your guides are saying to trust. So trust in the divine, and also trust in yourself, trust in your abilities, because you have what it takes. This is for the divine masculine and the divine feminine, you guys. The divine masculine has internal 5D battles, external 3D battles, both that he is fighting. He is being asked also to trust where he is being led, because I feel like the anxiety that the divine feminines in the collective are feeling is a byproduct of the anxiety that the divine masculine is exuding so strongly at this time. So having faith is going to reduce that anxiety significantly. Sometimes it can even cut it in half or just get rid of it completely. But it just depends on the situation. So learning to trust, learning to have faith is a huge part of your ascension process, and it's really being highlighted here, you guys. Last card, Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. Look at that. And I'm being very strongly drawn to these blues in the sky and the ocean here, because blue is the color of communication. Blue is the color of the throat chakra. So, and look at what this card says, new beginnings. So there is a new beginning on the horizon for you and your connection, your relationship. It may be a little divinely what you feel like might be delayed, but in divine timing, it's perfect timing. It's not delayed at all. So just be patient, trust the process, trust where you are being led, continue to ascend so that this new beginning can truly be fruitful for both of you. This was a very beautiful reading, you guys. Very powerful reading with some very positive messages. You know, it's just like, yeah, you're struggling now, but what the future holds, there is so much beauty and so much good waiting for you that really you have nothing to worry about. I'm going to close this reading out by channeling a love message from the Roomie Oracle. And we'll see if we want to use the Eternal Messages deck or not. I'll just kind of intuitively feel it out. Oh, right off the bat, you guys, there we go. So, oh my gosh, and look what this card, actually, Layla, came out in yesterday's reading, and it came out again today. I'm not taking this card, I'm taking this one because it was on top. And this is the Angel Raspbar. And this is also the number 27 card. And if you've been seeing number patterns like 777 and 222, along with angel numbers 333, 444, and 666, 12, 12, 10, 10, these all could be your angel numbers. So if you've been seeing these numbers around you, that is more confirmation that these messages are definitely for you. So let me channel the Roomie poem here from the guidebook. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the recurring joy of living. Roomie. The Master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and yet ready to be claimed. Go, scoop them up, urges the Master. The devoted ones look but cannot see. Where are these precious jewels, they cry, for we cannot find them anywhere. The Master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly. In service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. This is so synchronistic, you guys, and it goes right exactly in line with what we had just spoken about in the Starseed Oracle about, you know, new, that was the wrong card that was on top, but new beginnings. The new beginnings card that came out, and the fact that this is a divinely guided and divine timing reunion because your souls are being pushed to shine like rubies, so that, you know, whatever layers of dust or earth that are covering their luster fall away as your karmic debts are cleared. And then reunion can happen for you, so that your new beginning is something that's truly going to be worth that wait. Truly, truly going to be worth it for you. So that was definitely a message from your higher self. So I'm going to go ahead and channel some love messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine using the Eternal Messages message cards. And I truly love this deck. It's pretty comprehensive. You can book a card pull with me from any one of my message decks, and you can do that from my Instagram page. So you can book it at any time. I do run message card pull specials, typically when I'm featuring a particular series of decks or a pair of decks together. But if you resonate with a certain deck or you want to experience a certain deck, you can definitely DM me on my Instagram and book a card pull with me from those decks. That service is available at any time. And the turnaround time is pretty quick. I mean, if I'm home and I have my cards on hand, I will get it to you in less than 5 minutes. And if I happen to be out for the day when you book it, you will have it within that day. Like, it's not a 24-hour turnaround or anything like that. So definitely feel free to book those with me anytime. Your divine masculine messages, you gave me that spark. So yes, the divine masculine has definitely realized that, which is why he wants to storm in like the Knight of Swords. But then he's being guided to bring balance into the connection. Just know that I am obsessed with you. Yes, indeed. This obsession is very synchronistic because of that Knight of Swords energy too. I know more than you think. Your divine masculine can telepathically communicate with you. This is very, very common in twin flame connections. So whatever your thoughts are, whatever your energies are, they can truly pick up on that, just like a psychic picks up on energies. So always be mindful about the type of energy that you are sending out, the types of thoughts that you're allowing your mind to ruminate on, because that does impact how or if your divine masculine decides to take action at that point as well. I've thought about you spending time with my family and me. So yes, he definitely wants a high level of commitment. He wants a truly, fully committed love relationship with you, beautiful divine feminine. He's not here to play games. He's not here to, just kind of kill some time with you and experience things and then move on to the next thing. He knows that you are his forever, his happily ever after. That energy is very, very certain. So that is all for tonight's reading, you guys. I hope that you enjoy this. I will definitely get the link to this reading up on my Instagram as soon as YouTube finishes uploading it for me. And if these messages are resonating with you, definitely let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and come follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will talk to you guys again in the next reading video. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night.